Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. What's good, everybody? Good morning. Great morning. It's Friday. It is Friday. I just got overly excited, but that's just because 75 hard is officially over. Today's the last day of the final day. But today's Friday. Today's Friday, and this is a special word, and it's all gonna come full circle. Confidence, the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Firm trust. It's also the state of feeling certain about the truth of something, a feeling of self assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. Let me read that again. A feeling of self assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own self abilities or qualities. So, confidence comes in many forms. It can, at least. You got confidence from the others, and that's the many forms where it can come. But then you got what I believe is the priority is the confidence in self. And I don't know if you heard the saying before, but it goes accomplishments leads to losing it. Confidence. Wait, oh no, wait, give me a second. Confidence, no. Accomplishments. Accomplishments leads to competence, which ultimately gives you confidence. Yes, there we go. Accomplishments leads to I'm losing it. Oh my gosh. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to figure this out right now on live. That's why this is the finale. So, this is the priority of having things happening on live. What is the saying about confidence leads to accomplishments? All right. This is why this is powerful. We're going to figure this out right here, right now. Because this all comes full circle. And this is why this is powerful. Leads to competence. Actually, it's confidence. Okay. Confidence comes from confidence. Oh, there we go. Okay. So accomplishments comes from competence, which leads to confidence. All right. Accomplishments comes from competence, which leads or gives you or turns into confidence. All right. See, this word of confidence, you can only have it if you're doing the work behind the closed doors. When nobody's watching in the dark, if you putting in the work, saying no to the foods, saying yes to progression in your life, saying no to things that could take you out, self take you out. But we ain't gonna get too deep in that. Saying things, speaking ill will about yourself, doing the work behind closed doors where you're progressing and say your faith. So many things play a role of your confidence. But what I see the common denominator from every angle is self. Yes, you can get confidence from others. Say you got a very supportive spouse or a very supportive friend group or a very supportive family or very supportive co-worker or say career individuals. You can definitely get confidence from that. But the strongest form of confidence It's the one that's built from self through accomplishments and competence, because that's what's going to give you the confidence to be able to go out in this world. See, the title is controversial for a reason. It's Doubt Kept Quiet, because believe it or not, even though you have all this confidence, there's still doubt. You still have doubt. Doubt is inevitable. You just understand more how to move with it. All right. You just understand more how to face that adversity when doubt tries to take control, but your confidence is essentially the shield that blocks that doubt from taking control and just sitting its tail in that back seat and letting you be the confidence driving a car accordingly, because you've done the accomplishments behind the closed doors. You've shown your competence of how the accomplishments are done. And now you're able to reap the benefit of such too, which is your confidence through the endeavors or walks of life, from speaking to individuals to talking about what you're confident about. Because, for example, you can't expect a professional basketball player to go teach a trigonometry class, or you can't expect a professional tennis player who's Asian to be able to speak Portuguese. It just, these things don't make sense, but they're very doable if, say, that professional athlete learns, the levels of that class for math or trigonometry, or say that Asian ping pong player goes to Portugal and lives there and learns the language. Now they can do both. But before they're able to do both and speak it with conviction, they must have the accomplishments and go turn it into a competence from learning whatever is going on to eventually get the confidence from said skills. So now they're able to add it to their identity and move forward. Because people who have confidence, is just their identity. You get their identity from doing the work behind closed doors, from saying no to things that want to derail you, from doing anything that does not align with where you want to go. And when your goal to reach into certain levels very clear, it becomes pretty evident things that do not align with it. Oh man, it's excruciating when you are able to notice, wow, that doesn't align with where I'm going, or she doesn't align where I'm going, or no longer is my dog somebody who wants the same thing for me. So proximity is key, and it's only imperative I eradicate myself. See, I believe that's also another thing of confidence is proximity. You can have all the confidence in the world. You could be the brightest light on this God green given earth. But if you are in the proximity of the wrong individuals, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you can do. Your light will get dimmed. Your confidence will eventually take the back seat if you don't eradicate yourself from situation. I'm not for sure where it was at, but there was a study where they went into depths of how you could take an ultra intellectual individual in a very low income environment, and they still fall short or sometimes don't even make it out to the level they could have, compared to a very, very low IQ individual. That elevator just didn't even make the basement. Put in a very wealthy and nurture thriving environment, where he got a lot of support, she got a lot of support, and they're beyond numbers able to surpass, more likely than always, do bigger and better things than they could have ever imagined, even with their deficiency compared to the person, even with their advancement in such a crazy environment. And that's because their confidence of the two. The confidence of the very intellectual individual in that crappy environment eventually got depleted, because every single day, doubt, environment, knows, this issue, that issue continuously arise, compared to the very low IQ individual in such a supportive and wealthy environment where confidence was the baseline. That was the standard. And what do we know about standards is when life happens, when adversity strikes, you do not rise to the occasion. That is a fallacy that people speak about. I've learned this recently, like over the last 2 years, and sharing with you. You do not rise to the occasion. You fall to your standards. This is why you must set high standards. So when adversity strikes, when life come knocking at that door, because trust me, I don't care who you are. I don't care how wealthy or how poor you are. Life will knock at your door. Adversity will strike in a way that puts you in a position to be challenged. However, if you have the confidence, you'll be in shock and amazed at how you progress forward. So don't let this word go over your head. As you see, I just spent my longest time ever on a word because this word right here, confidence, moves mountains. All right. From how you speak to who you are to how people perceive you. Not saying that matters because at the end of the day, you are the main character in your life. If you choose to keep breathing or not, these are all your decisions. Yet there are options. You just got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. All right. And you got to put action behind it, which allows you to have the confidence to be able to continuously move forward. No action applied, you just going to stay in the same situation year after year after year after year after year after year. No location, no change. Just no change applied, you're just going to be in the same situation. But when your action applied gives you a new identity to then move forward, add to it, you'll be in shock at what happens. So don't let this word go over your head. Now, today's day, 75 or 75 hard year 2. This is, oh man. Almost got my O-ring on. I was charging. 75 hard year 2. And I'm phenomenal. I'm grateful. I'm grateful because this year it was all in the mirror. Just looking in the mirror. Who am I? 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 And then show through action every single day. Now I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. And it's a great feeling. Yet it's not one that I'm just gonna marinate in. I'm gonna continuously find ways to progress forward. And that's by submerging in things that will allow me to do such. That's by having great discernment on things that don't align with where I want to go. And I believe a hack to life is always putting yourself first. No matter how good things can be or bad, you put yourself first and make sure you're good. And then a byproduct of you being good is being in a position to help others how you may. So that's the biggest lesson I think I learned this year. And I can't wait for later December 1st to kick it off again and begin year 3. Crazy. Yeah. So also today's day 263 and 365 being sober. Sobriety is a constant decision that you must make if you just want to see if you're able to put down the devil juice for a period of time. A year, I know it's a little extreme. Some people go a life. I'm showing you that it's very possible, but all I ask is 28 days. Free sober guy link in bio. Click that, and you have a check-off list each day to continuously ignite your days and something to look forward to. Now, making it this far in the video, I believe this is my longest video on live so far. Don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel. The more you interact, the higher chance somebody else get blessed with this game. Yesterday, I reached a phenomenal milestone of 400 subscribers. I gave y'all flowers. But shoot, I gave y'all to them every day. Thank you for believing in me. I will continuously grind. And grinding means posting videos, being consistent, and let the algorithm do what the algorithm going to do. And next thing you know, I will reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by posting on YouTube every single day. So it's gonna be my last live, and probably until who knows? I might go live again in a few months, mid-month. Next, I start gaining traction because I got a strong feeling I'm gonna cross over that 1,000 subscriber mark this year. And shoot, who knows? I'm probably gonna be at over 10,000 subs before the year is out, which would be amazing. And we're just gonna continue to crawl, and we're gonna take one step at a time. And that's 1,000. And I'm ready to post back on long form, and just being consistent, showing y'all who I am. That being said, it is Friday. It's 07 on the money. On the munyan is 0700. It's Friday. I'm about to hit the gym, but I wanted to make sure I get this out to y'all before the day takes off. Today is gonna be a good day in the gym. And then after that, go through the schedule. You gotta get it done. If I don't, who will? Nobody. That's a little Keith Sweat shout out. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's not ever forget. It's Friday. It's another day to get a W. It's another day to be great. Talk to you soon. Stay amazing.